back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining. Today I am bringing you our Birch Legacy story, and this is episode number 6, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in with the Birch family. Okay, just picking up where we left off, Raven did go ahead and give birth to Branwen, and as you can see, she is now just going ahead and cooking up something to eat, and I'm just kind of picking up for them because they like to leave plates everywhere. Akira does have to go ahead and go into work in a little bit, and so I am just going to get him working on a little bit of his video games and programming so that hopefully he can meet those work tasks that he needs to get done. So Raven's just going to go down and go ahead and make a little bit of food. That way we can have that for when they all get hungry. And as we can see, Branwen is awake, but it looks like she's in okay shape. So we'll just leave her to that. She's getting much better at this whole cooking thing, I think. She's like, this is going to be the best spread ever. All right, speaking of Branwen, looks like Branwen has decided to wake up and she is not a happy girl. So I'm just going to go ahead and have Dad come up here and give her a little bit of a feed and some love, and hopefully that will make her a little bit happier than what she currently is.
Oh, Grasha.
She's like, okay, this bread's taking forever. All right, so we do have the bread is finished. Oh, everybody's cold, so I might need to check the thermostat as well. So we'll just get that set to warm. And he's still just dealing with his games, so I'll actually just go ahead and let Raven go up and love on Bran. And that way we can make sure she's fed and everything so that she's not a crying little girl. So as we know, I do have our lifespan set on long for this story. And so I am going to let a little bit of time go by with Bran as a baby before I go ahead and age her up. But I will obviously be aging her up probably... what is this? Like, what? Why? How are you feeding her like this? Raven, can you explain how this is happening? Like... Okay, well that was awkward. What was I saying? Are you... Oh my heavens. I don't understand. Does anyone else have this baby glitch, or is this just like a Misty special or what? Because like honestly, that is, I mean, perfect for the time in Halloween, I guess, but like not something I want to see on a regular. All right, so I can't remember what I was saying because I got very, very distracted by the fact that Raven's child was through her skull. So I'll move on. So we'll just go ahead and get her out here to check up on some things. And, oh, I remember. So yeah, I'll just age her up whenever I kind of feel like enough time has passed. I don't want to go ahead and age her up to a toddler just quite yet because, as we know, Raven is still trying to figure out what is going on with her. She has come into these powers that she does not understand. So she needs time to adjust to all of those things. And as we know, Michaela is needing to have a talk with Raven at some point soon so that she can just tell her exactly what's going on with her, because who knows better than Michaela, right? So that all does need to take place, and I just feel like it would be easier for that to take place while Bran is still a baby and Raven can kind of get her bearings about her, about what's going on in her life, because, you know, otherwise it's going to be a lot of chaos with a toddler that she's trying to teach. And yeah, I think this is the way to go. So in the meantime, we will just go ahead and tend to life as normal. He, like I said, is doing a little bit of games as well as, I think I canceled out his programming. So I'll just let him go ahead and go up and at some point deal with cuddling Bran and things of that nature, but he will need to do some programming also. So I'm just going to go ahead and get her over here. We never did get anything in these little bug houses, so I'm going to go ahead and have her get those set up, and that way we have some things kind of going on out here in the shed as well. I mean, she's busy, but anything that can... She's like, here we go again. Out of nowhere, here comes these sparks. I have got to figure out what's going on. I wonder if I can find my way back over to that magical place, or if maybe I should go and visit Michaela and see if I can get her to open up to me. Like, we're able to be closer now, and I think that I might have a chance to talk her into, you know, just being up front with me and telling me exactly what's going on. So she's got all these things in her head, kind of thinking like, oh, well, I need to, I just want to change her name because it got rid of Birch. So I am going to hyphenate her last name just so that we do keep that Birch name. Bran did get the last name Birch, and I'm going to leave that as is just because this is the Birch legacy. Yeah. So, okay, so I've updated her name. So yeah, as I was saying, I just think that she would definitely want some answers. I mean, obviously she wants answers, but I think that now that these weird things are happening to her, she's not just going to be like, oh, okay, well, you know, she didn't want to talk to me, so I'll just research on my own. No, I think Raven being Raven, she's going to be like, you're going to talk to me. I have weird stuff going on that I never had happen until I met you, so yeah. You're going to have to tell me what's going on with me, because I know for a fact we're related, even if you haven't said that we're related. Like, the coincidence of it all just is too great for me to just, you know, ignore. So that is what she is going to be doing, is heading over to Michaela so that she can have that talk. But for now, we're just tending to some of the things that we need to do for the household and the farm. And I am just going to get her to take a photo with Akira now that he's got his new look. And we'll put that photo in the house here. So as you can see, he is now actually just working on some programming, I believe. And she is just cleaning up a little bit. And they're so cute. Look how cute they are. Oh, they're such a cute couple. I think Bran's going to be an absolutely adorable toddler, but, you know, we'll see. Perfect. So she's like, okay, I'm just going to have some tea. And yeah, so he has a little bit of a breakout. So I'm just going to go ahead and get him a sheet mask. That way he can possibly be able to handle up on that, because we don't want him being like, oh no, I'm tense because I have a breakout, because, you know, our Sims like to do that. And she clearly can't figure out what she wants. She's had one cup of tea. She just poured a second cup of tea. Like, and I also did go ahead and, you know, scroll up for her to, or queue up for her to go ahead and have some bread. They're both going to just have a bite to eat. But I have noticed that every single time that Raven eats something, she gets really ill. And so I don't really know what that's all about. We're probably I'm gonna investigate that once she eats something and see if I can figure out why this is happening. And she is feeling super flirty this morning, so maybe they can have a little bit of adult time, if you know what I mean. Woo! She's like, aren't you so excited that we're married? Like, I just can't get over the fact that I am married to my best friend, and it's just, our life is going to be such a great one. And he's like, I know, love. I agree.
Oh. Karzini Pomere. Oh, you threw ya. Thipid Palifa. Gribix. Kimba Darfi. Himna Vazib. Ah. Inja.
She's like, I saw you in there in the nursery this morning dealing with Bran and just loving on her, and you sure did come to bed late last night. Were you just unable to tear yourself away? And he's like, she's the most precious thing I've ever seen in my life. I just can't believe that we have such a beautiful little baby, and I'm just I'm so ecstatic. I just can't even put into words how much I love you guys and this family that we have. So they are both just super head over the moon. Like, they just love one another so much. So as you can see, she is sick, like I said. So I'm just going to try to figure out what's wrong with her. Maybe I can find that information out with Slice of Life. I think there's a health setting. Yeah, there is. Okay, so let's look and see if she has any conditions that are wrong with her. She has wiggly stomach. Wiggly stomach, they get sick after they eat. Can I cure her of that? The hospital thing's lit up red, so I'm going to send her to the hospital and see if they can fix her wiggly stomach. Because as it stands, every single time she eats, she gets sick. Like, she gets violently sick. So that can't be healthy. Long term, I think that might not be good. And so I'll just have Akira go up and handle with Bryn. He will take care of her while Raven heads off to the hospital to see if there's anything that can be done for her wiggly stomach. Looks like he has raspy lungs. I wonder if that is something that also needs to be cured. I'm not really sure. So his mainly just affects him when he's like doing strenuous activities. You know, so basically asthma, I guess. Overall, he's in a great mood. He doesn't seem to be bothered at all. But I'm just going to check and see if... Yeah, see, he has raspy lungs, but he does not have the option... Like, his isn't red, the visit the hospital thing, so... I don't know, maybe her going to the hospital won't correct this. Maybe this is just something she has to live with, and that's going to be unfortunate. Maybe if she gets enough perk points, I can, like, get her that whole doesn't have to eat thing so that we don't have to... Yeah. It's just annoying that she gets sick every single time she eats. And as Sims, they need to eat, so... Yeah. I hate that. So he's just going to watch a little bit of television. And actually, I don't think so, Kira. I think I want you to do a little bit of programming because I do need you to get that up for work. It's important for work. He's like, I want to have sex. Well, okay. Go on over there and get some programming done, Akira. Come on. He's like, can't you see that I'm enjoying this show? I don't want to do it. I really need you to get over there and program. Thank you. And Raven is still at the hospital, so I am just going to go ahead and fast forward through here, and hopefully she'll get home soon. Okay, so she's back home, and it doesn't look like we were able to cure anything. I didn't get any message that she was cured, so I am assuming this is a condition that is just going to stick with us. That sucks. I hate that for her. So she's just cleaning up some dishes that were in her inventory, and then I'm going to have her head on up and take care of Bran because, once again, she is crying. Very loudly, I might add. Okay, we'll just bounce her and cuddle her and love her and feed her and all that stuff. And so Wolfgang's just calling like, hey, by the way, I heard you had a baby. Congrats. And she's like, yeah, thanks, Wolfgang. It's awesome of you to call and let us know that, you know, you congratulate us. I really appreciate that. She's like, come on, little girl. Don't cry. Mommy's here. Bran's like, that wasn't what I wanted. Okay, so she's just gonna go ahead and go on down and take this egg and put it in the fridge. Akira is, it looks like, still programming, but I think he's probably done enough programming for now. Like, I think he had to reach level 2, but I'm only gonna get him up to level 1, and then he can continue working on that later. Alright, someone come in here and take care of this baby that is still crying. She needs to be fed. He's like, hello, my love. I've been working so hard, and I just feel like I haven't got to spend a whole lot of time with you, and what are you guys doing? Okay, it looks like they're going to spend some time together in a marital way. So we'll let that take place. I'll just give them some... Okay. Meanwhile, Bran is screaming her head off, and the parents are over there in the bedroom getting it on. So that's fun for us all. Okay, Bran, I know. I'm so sorry. Okay, can we hurry this along, guys? Okay, so now we're just standing here and we're chatting, so someone come over here and take care of this baby. Come on. I choose you, Raven. Stop talking with Akira and go ahead and come on over here, and well, I'm glad you guys increased your intimacy ratings. That's lovely for you both. But the baby still needs care. Hello? Either one of you want to... Akira, stop talking to Raven and go to bed. And Raven, stop talking to Akira and come take care of Bran. Come on. There we go. Okay, we're not even going to get dressed. Alright, that's, okay. That's lovely for us. She's like, I'll change you, and then I'll feed you. I'm probably feeding you through my skull again, because that's how I do it. But I can't see anything because she's naked, so... Anyhow, she's going to go ahead and go downstairs when she's done and grab herself a bite to eat so that she can once get sick, because, you know, that's what we do in this game. And then she can love on the baby a little bit more, and then I'll have her head off to bed as well. Oh, maybe she doesn't need to love on Bran. Bran went to sleep. We'll leave her sleeping. Hang out, eat your food naked. I mean... Okay. That's fine, I guess. Oh, and once again, Bran is up and crying. I have noticed that Bran is an extremely cryy baby. Like, the babies cry a lot. I get that. Like, they do. But some babies, have you ever noticed they just, like, don't ever stop crying, and you just kind of want to, like, raise them up into a toddler as soon as possible? I have all these plans with the game that... Aging her up to a toddler right now is just not conducive to good storytelling, but like that screaming makes me go, oh, but maybe, just maybe we might consider like not leaving her as the baby for forever. So, yeah. Like, you're so sick from eating. I hate that. I'm definitely going to have to look into perk points and trying to get her, Daryl is like, hey, I hear you've been working on your magic stuff. Do you want to go duel? And she's exhausted, but I think she'd be like, oh, this is my chance to get back to that magical place. I'm going. Absolutely. So here we head over to the magical realm. Okay, so we have arrived at the magical realm naked. Yes, that's great. Okay, great. You're dressed. And she's just gonna break her neck. And then after that, she's gonna go over to the dueling grounds, and we're going to have us a magical duel and see how that goes. I mean, let's be honest. She didn't even realize she had magic in her, and she has no freaking idea what she's doing. She thought pregnancy was making... Okay. Yeah. She, that was very distracting. I'm sorry. She has no idea what she's doing. She thought that pregnancy was making flames and sparks fly out of her finger. Like, she's clueless. So now she's going to go here, and she's just excited because she's like, oh, I can come here and, you know, because he invited me, now I can find my way there again because I don't know how I found my way there the first time. So now I got an invitation to come. That's great. So I'm going to go, and, like, I don't know what he's talking about dueling. Like, what is a magical duel? But, I mean, that's fine. I just want to go back there and see if I can talk to anyone and find out what's happening to me. Maybe someone else other than Michaela knows what's going on with me. So here she goes, and she's like, okay, wow, how do you do that? She's like, it's so beautiful here. I can't even believe this place exists. Like, if you told me this a couple of weeks ago, I would have told you, shut your mouth. That is not true. But here we are, and this place is magical. And it really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful world. But let's go ahead and head on over, Raven, because you are about to get your butt handed to you. Because you are not the magical being that, yeah. She's got a strong bloodline, but she hasn't tapped into that. She doesn't understand. So, and she really doesn't know what she is or... So, let's go ahead and get off the bike here. And we are going to have ourselves a duel. Through a bicycle. Like, that's a weird placement for you guys to decide to... Oh, look at her go! She's like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Yes, I did it. Haha. He's like, oh, young one, let me show you the ways. She's like, oh shit, that kind of hurt a little bit. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh crap. Oh no, what's happening to... Okay. Like I said, you just got your ass handed to you. All right, so clearly she's not good at this, and definitely, mind you, did you just see that broom flying of his? He's not that great himself. So she's definitely got herself in a little bit of a predicament because she now realizes there is definitely something going on with her, and this is all the more reason for her to go and meet Michaela. But in the meantime, she's like, how are these people flying around on brooms? And where can I get one of those? So she is just going to look around here and see if she can find a way to maybe get herself one of those. Okay, so we'll go over to Castor's Alley. I think that's where you have to go to get magical items. And we're just going to get her to go and look through the shops and see if there is anything that she is interested in having, because I think now she's kind of to this point where she's like, okay, this is actually real. This is actually happening. I don't really know what it means. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do or how I'm supposed to learn. But, like, this is cool. And so she's going to go there and she's going to look around. She's going to look at all the items and the stones, and we'll see if there's anything there that kind of piques her interest and makes her go, oh, that would be cool to have. I mean, she would have no idea how to use it, but that's what Michaela's for, right? So we have arrived here at the Castor's Alley, and I am just going to queue up some shops for her to go visit. And as you can see, this place is not really that busy, mainly because it's very secretive. Yeah, like you aren't just gonna have just anybody walking around, right? I say that as like just anybody's walking around, but you get my point. She's like, I am still sick to my stomach, and thanks for that. Yeah, well, Raven, you have to eat. You know, it's not my fault. I didn't even know wiggly stomach was a thing. So it looks like this is just stuff for potions. I don't necessarily think that we really need anything for potions. She doesn't know how to make potions currently, but we could always get our potion ingredients as time goes on and spells are learned and things like that. So let's go ahead and head over to the other shop and see what they might have for sale. Okay, so here is some brooms. So I think that she would be like, oh, look, a broom. I'm going to get one of those. And it's not going to be anything magical. It's not going to be, well, it is magical, but it's not going to be anything like super special. It's just that gnarled broom there. And she's like, well, whatever. I don't actually think I'm going to be able to fly this thing. So it doesn't matter that it's just a regular old broom. And if it is, then I'll just use it to sweep the floor. And then she's going to go over here and she's like, a familiar of a raven. I wonder if it's a sign. I'm a raven. So we're going to go ahead and get her that, and I'm going to get her also a marble wand, and I just think that she would be more interested in the marble one than some of the others, so that's what we'll do. She has no idea, like I said, what any of this means. She's just buying things because they sound cool. So I'm gonna get her a couple of these things, get her one of those little books that she can read, and maybe she'll learn a little bit of something. And now we will go ahead and let her head back home because, as you can see, she is extremely exhausted. And it has been a very eventful day of realizing these things happening to her are real, first of all. And she left her bike. Love that for us. She's like, I don't need it. I have a broom. Okay. Well, you don't know how to use said broom, but sure. Okay, so I've arrived back at the house and now it is snowing. Gotta love that for us. It is dead of winter. All right, so anyway, as I was saying, I'm just going to get her to go ahead and head off to bed. She's had a really, really long day. She found out that this magical stuff happening to her is real, and then she got magically butt whooped. So Akira's going to handle up on Bran because he is here and helpful, and we love that for us. And she is literally could probably fall asleep standing up. So I'm just going to put her on to bed, and I will catch up with you guys in the morning when everyone gets up because it is late in the evening. So it is time for everyone to call it a night. Okay, so as you can see, it is very early in the morning and Akira has gotten up because he needs to go to the washroom. Once Raven gets up, I'll go ahead and let her go to the washroom and get herself a bath and get herself something to eat. And pretty much that's what everyone's kind of going to do. He's taking care of Bran, and then we're going to get ourselves something to eat. And I think that from there we will see if Akira needs to do anything else for his job. Let's go ahead and deal with some of the garden stuff and possibly work on a little bit of her magic, but I think at some point she's gonna be like, I have got to get to see Michaela. Like, I need to do that. So I do think that this is a really, Akira, self-woohoo. Like, I'm telling you, this is one seriously active person. Okay. Anyway, I think this is a good place for me to go ahead and wrap this episode up. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think so far of Raven's journey and with Akira and Bran and how their life is currently going. And how do you think that her conversation with Michaela is going to go? And I will see you guys in the next episode. So I will see you guys later. Bye, y'all.